Hello, so we are going to review how hashtags help you grow your Instagram, how to find them, and how to really utilize them. So, this is my Instagram feed on my desktop, so it's going to look a little different than if you're utilizing an Instagram mobile app. I also utilize it mobilely for the most part, but it's easier to do hashtag research on your computer. And so you have basically all the same features, they're just right over here. So, the biggest thing that I would love for you to start with when you need to do hashtag research, when you need to really figure out what hashtags make sense for you, is going to a person's profile that is similar to your audience. So let's see. I'm gonna go to one of my past coaches. She does something very similar to what I do. So, what I suggest doing, so this is really a great way to begin when you really don't have any hashtags that you're using, you don't really know where to begin, you don't have any idea whatsoever. So, I'm going to, let's see, hopefully she has some hashtags here, right? I don't know if she's going to have any. Okay, so I'm going to go to my profile, but that would be a good start, is finding a like-minded profile that has some hashtags, right? So I'm going to go to my profile and say you come across my profile and you go to one of my most recent posts and you're going to look at the hashtags I'm using. And so one by one, so what I'm doing now is I am right-clicking and opening these into a different tab. So I'm only going to review, say, 5 of these right now. Typically, when I do hashtag research, it's a one-time service for clients. I will typically give them 120 hashtags so that they have them all categorized for everything that they specifically talk about, all of their different categories. So we alphabetize them, we organize them into categories, and we also use a strategy behind it as well. So then you can get the most exposure. So let's start with this one. So say you are a business coach and you are using a hashtag called Business Development Mentor. Well, I'm going to start looking at these top 9 posts and I'm going to go through and say, okay, do any of these really fit my business? Like, does it make sense for me to utilize this hashtag with my content, right? Do I kind of stand out in all of these categories? And I'm going to say yeah, because there are a lot of people here who are talking about marketing clients, client attraction, attracting the right clients, money, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to say yes, this is a really good hashtag. What I do then is I create a spreadsheet, and then I'm going to, let's see, here's a hashtag bank that I've used before. This is for another client. So I'm going to go and I'm going to just make a list, and you can literally just type it all out. Hashtag business development mentor. So I'm going to start creating this list of all the hashtags I'm finding. So we went through one. Let's go through another one. Business growth mentor. Does this one also make sense for me to use? And yes, I'm going to say, yeah, there's a lot of business tips. There's a lot of business, growth strategy. I'm going to say yes. So I'm going to also record it on this list. Then I'm going to go to marketing coaching. Okay, again, does it make sense? Going through all top 9 posts and being like, okay, these people are similar to what I do. This is definitely similar content that I produce. We definitely want to utilize that. The top 9 are always going to be here for you right at the top. So the top 9 posts, You know, they could be really outdated or they could be very recent. So this was just posted 9 hours ago. That was 8 hours ago. This was 1 day ago. Let's see. So these are all relatively newer. And that's fine too. But then maybe we'll come across something that is May of 2022, and that's okay too, just as long as it makes sense for you to utilize these hashtags as well. So I'm thinking, yes, coaching sales is another good one that I'm utilizing. Perfect. And then coach sales, I'm going to go ahead and use that too. So really great start to our hashtags, right? So we want to make a list again of all the hashtags that really make sense. So as you continue on, you can find more like-minded profiles, or you can then go to these top 9 posts of the hashtags you already found, and you can kind of click on these and see what other hashtags other people are using. This content may or may not be similar to what you're doing. So you want to make sure that, okay, yeah, this is a piece of content I would probably use. And then utilize or just do research on all of these different hashtags and then making a list. So that would be a really great way to do hashtag research.